There's nothing in there now. Was Laura really here this morning? Laura's dress. Could Laura herself have taken it? Now I really am going mad. I arranged to see Dr. Ramuskin today. I'm hoping he'll have some insight into the events with Laura. What is it, Laura? Keep going, darling. Give me a few more letters. I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say, if that is indeed Laura.
Dr. Stiles, it's very good to meet you.
Sorry to disturb you.
It's an honor. I remember when your Scientific American article came out, my colleagues and I were thrilled to see such open-mindedness in a leading neurobiologist.
As you can see, things have deteriorated since then.
Please, come inside. On the phone, it sounded important.
One thing you learn as a neurobiologist is that reality is subjective, like the story of the blind man and the elephant. One of my patients had a brain tumor and became convinced his wife was an alien in disguise. Everyone else saw an everyday housewife. He saw something horrible. What clues do we pick up from our environment every day that tell us how to perceive the world? One man sees a pile of logs, another a sleeping giant.
Perception is a slippery thing.
My wife, Laura, died in 2002, but the reality I chose was to keep her alive. In my mind and in my heart. I started experiments in an isolation tank to bring back as many memories of her as possible, even the small and subtle ones. And I didn't give a toss what anyone thought.
And now?
The thing I didn't foresee was that Laura might actually come back.
I've suddenly got quite a chill. Perhaps you'll start from the beginning while I light the fire.
No fire, please.
Oh, please forgive me. I'll call for some tea. I'm quite anxious to hear what you have to say, Dr. Stiles. If you'd start at the beginning, please. It sounds fascinating. I've never performed any experiments with an isolation tank myself, but they may well concentrate certain energies. I'd be happy to help in any way I can. And I'd be very interested in your theories on the phenomenon, as a neurobiologist, if you'd be so kind.
In cases that you're familiar with of hauntings, is it typical for the deceased to obsess over their deaths?
I'd say so, particularly if it was violent.
Laura keeps communicating about the accident. but I'm not sure if there's really something there or if she's just fixated on that moment out of shock.
I know you'll leave no stone unturned finding out. If there's nothing to it, it will be clear soon enough.
Yes, of course. Have you heard of any similar hauntings, for lack of a better word?
Some of the elements, such as the way Laura communicated with you in the tank and the RNG message, these sound like classic communiques from the spirit world. But other things you've described, the moved nightgown, the form under the sheets, and most particularly the events at the university, those sound like PK activity, telekinesis, objects being moved with the power of the mind. Are you positive all these manifestations are Laura?
Of course. One paranormal source is remarkable enough, much less two different ones. Don't you agree?
You have a point.
Studies done with dying and comatose patients have provided some interesting clues about consciousness. There are authenticated cases of the mind projecting itself from the body, witnessing things that occurred far away. If the mind can project itself from the body, then it's possible for consciousness to survive physical death.
Do you have a scientific explanation for how that might work?
Quantum theory suggests that three-dimensional space and time are essentially created by the brain in order to organize the masses of data that make up reality. The brain operates like a translation device, in the same way that a television set organizes bits of electronic data into an image. If the human brain creates space and time, then theoretically the brain could project the mind into the past or future, making itself essentially immortal.
That's astonishing. I hope you intend to publish on this theory.
I'm still conducting my research. Is there any connection between psi activity and heat or fire?
Yes. Telekinesis in particular is very elemental. There's a classic poltergeist case that involved a young girl in the American heartland. The manifestations in her household all revolved around water. Water running down the walls of the house, seeping out of the wallpaper and welling up from the floors. Another classic telekinesis phenomenon is raining stones. And I recall reading about a shaman in East Africa who could make his victims burst into flames. It would all suggest that telekinetic powers are drawn from the earth. But I'm not aware of any studies done on the subject.
Can you tell me more about the East African shaman?
I'll tell you what I remember. It's a well-documented case from the early 1900s, researched by a member of the Society for Psychical Research. He was traveling in Africa when he ran across this shaman. He put the man through a variety of tests and reached the conclusion that the shaman was projecting electricity at strong enough levels to literally start fires, predictably and reliably. This notion seemed confirmed by the odd fact that when the shaman was wet, his fire-starting ability didn't work. Of course, in those days, experiments in electricity were all the rage, so you have to take that into consideration. Still, he made a compelling case.
I'm wondering if the events on campus aren't some kind of psychic residue from Laura's attempts to come through. If she's generating energy, it might get channeled in unpredictable ways.
I can't say, of course. But the energy involved in the campus events is so unusually powerful. It's unlike any spiritual communication I've ever heard of.
But you said yourself you've never dealt with a case that involved an isolation tank.
True. I'm quite curious to see where this is all heading, Dr. Stiles.
Thank you for your expertise, Doctor. There's one more thing. I was hoping you could give me some advice on how I might help Laura. Help her come through.
Dr. Stiles, I'm not sure what you mean by coming through. Earthbound spirits are trapped here because of some unresolved trauma or an inability to accept their own deaths. The goal in such a scenario is to free the spirit so that he or she can move on.
Move on? To what? Oblivion? I mean, what if Laura could be brought back?
But what body would she inhabit? How could she interact with our world? All religions believe that there is some kind of afterlife and...
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I'm afraid it's getting quite late. I must go.
I do hope you'll keep in touch. I'd like to know how this develops.
Of course. Good day.
Goodbye.
Timmins Park. Laura loved the place. Might be a good spot to try to recreate a memory today. Surely it won't be crowded on a dreary weekday.
Good morning. How was your breakfast?
Fine. Is Samantha in?
She's at university. Would you like me to call her?
Actually, I prefer not to be disturbed. If she comes in, tell her that, will you?
Of course.
You were with Laura and me since our marriage. What would you say were some of Laura's favourite places?
Oh, she loved that chair up in your bedroom. She loved to have tea curled up there with a book. Oh, and the back garden.
I mean further out, not the house.
Your cottage at the lake. Oh, and that park. Timmins. The one that she did all the watercolours off. Oh, Lord, she loved that place.
Timmins, of course. Thank you.
Look, Mummy, it's a monster.
Shh, sweetheart.
I don't think that sitting on this bench could trigger any particular memory. I should try something else. I remember the park, but it's quite vague. Where should I go? The main track is down there. Just a carving in the tree. Doesn't remind me of anything. There's nothing on the park schedule for today. Good, that means fewer people. This is the tree. I carved our initials here on a summer day. Laura loved that fountain. We sat on that bench for hours. Laura was the only person who could ever convince me to relax.
There's a gardenia in bloom. Laura would place one in her hair if we came here.
That flower might jog some memories.
Don't you pick that flower, sir.
What? And how would that change your day?
Rules is rules, sir. Flowers are here for everyone's enjoyment, not picking.
Listen, I need that flower. I'll pay for it if necessary.
You'll pay, all right. The fine's £2,000.
Hello? Hey, don't take that.
Damn it. She's run off with the gardenia I need.
The old greenhouse. Laura didn't like it. Always crowded and hot like hell.
That's a gardenia bush. Laura would place one in her hair if we came here. There are no blossoms on that bush, unfortunately.
I always thought we'd bring our own children here someday. Things change.
Ice cream. Laura's favourite was orange-flavoured.
What game are you playing? It looks like fun. Cat got your tongue? What's your name? Mine's David. You can tell me. Is it Elizabeth? Anne? My mask is scary looking, isn't it?
What's it for?
It's something like a bandage. That's a lovely flower. Did you get it here in the park? Can I see it?
You've got an owie.
That's right. A big owie.
How did you get it?
That's rather a long story, I'm afraid. What's your name?
Where did you get that mask?
I had someone make it.
Why?
Because I couldn't find one I liked. Do you like ice cream? Maybe I could trade you an ice cream for your flower.
My mum wouldn't like it. I scraped my knee once and got an owie. How do you wash your face?
Will you show me your flower?
How did you get your owie?
It was a fire.
Did it hurt?
Yes. What about if I give you a new shiny pound for your flower?
Do you know any tricks? How do you wash your face?
I can take the mask off when I need to.
Will you take it off now?
No, sweetheart. I can't do that. Laura, I can't do it. I can't get that flower. Ow! You mentioned tricks. A beautiful princess I once knew taught me how to do this. Watch.
Higher, do it higher.
Shall I? All right. Watch this.
Rebecca!
I was just showing her a trick. Well, that was pleasant.
Mummy! 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 Oh, let me go back and see the man. I like him.
I want one of those orange-flavoured lollies you used to sell. There was vanilla inside.
What, you mean like an orange mivvy?
That's it.
There you go. Don't you like want your chains?
Keep it. £3 an hour. Lucrative business. Laura loved to take a boat out on a lake, but I'm not ready for that yet. I recognize him. He's been in this park for years. I have a request. There's an old Italian song you used to play. Santa Lucia.
Grazie, grazie. I know you. You used to come here with your wife, Bellissima.
Yes.
She's not with you today.
Not yet. Will you play it?
It would be my pleasure.
I'd like to rent a punt, please.
£3, you can take number 12.
We're being utter slugs today. The sun feels amazing.
Some of us are more slug-like than others.
You're such a curmudgeon.
I was referring to myself, of course.
What's your schedule this week, darling?
The usual. Nothing earth-shattering.
Good. I was thinking we might go to the cottage this weekend.
We could leave Friday.
We're being utter slugs today. The sun feels amazing.
Some of us are more slug-like than others. I'd love to go to the cottage this weekend. I might be able to arrange it so we can leave Thursday night.
21st October.
I'd love to go to the cottage this weekend. I might be able to arrange it so we can leave Thursday night.
The sun feels amazing. A student, David. 21st October.
I suffered some memory loss around the time of the accident. The appointment book isn't helping. But if something unusual happened, perhaps I mentioned it at dinner.
If I did, Simon Helborn might remember.
David, can I get you something?
No, I'm fine. Simon's business card with his phone number.
It's a business card from Inspector Pazer of the Oxford Police Department. Hello, David Stiles speaking. Fine, thanks, Veronica. Is Simon available this afternoon? It's urgent.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
David, I couldn't believe it when my secretary said you were here. How are you?
Simon, I need your help.
I've offered it 1,000,000 times. Anything.
We had dinner the night before the accident. Amanda, Laura, you and I. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. That was the last time we saw Laura.
Well, I don't. I can't remember anything from that day.
It's not unusual for trauma to cause memory loss.
Yes, I know. Do you remember what I talked about at dinner? Did I mention any of my students?
Not that I recall. Why? What's this about, David?
Damn. What about Amanda? She might remember something.
If it's really important, I could try hypnosis. I've had pretty good success helping patients recover memories.
I didn't think about that. Can we do it now?
If you like. Lie down on the couch. All right, David. I'm going to have you relax. Fully and completely relax. Let go. You're waking up now, slowly waking up, and it's the morning of October the 21st. You get out of bed. What's the first thing you do?
I took a shower.
What did you think about in the shower?
I was in a foul mood. I don't know why.
You showered and got dressed. What did you do after that? Did you have breakfast?
I had breakfast with Hedley, my dean.
Where was this? At Dread Hill House? A coffee shop? The university?
We met at a coffee shop in Oxford.
David, don't let it upset you, sir. The only people who read that journal are the most conservative scientists, people like Linkweller himself. And they already dislike him. Well, it's true. Original thinkers are bound to have their critics. Don't let it discourage you.
I remember. Linkweller's rebuttal had just come out the day before. That's why I was upset and why I had breakfast with Hedley.
Right. You mentioned that at dinner. Now we're both remembering. Very good, David. Now you're leaving the coffee shop. What did you do next? Did you have classes that day?
As the infant matures, we see that connections that will last a lifetime are vital message passageways that carry... Yes, it was a lecture.
On what subject?
Neural connectivity in infants. Yes, I'm sure that was it.
Did anything happen during the lecture? Anything to do with the student?
A single brain network can involve billions of neurons. Multiply that by... Yes?
Ah, so you're suggesting I could levitate or see through women's clothing if only I'd needed to do it when I was 3 months old? Wow, how about teleporting to Mars?
I don't know about those particular skills, Andrews, but one skill you apparently needed at 3 months' end was the ability to pointlessly interrupt. As I was saying, despite the extraordinary number of neural connections that we do form, there are still... There was something... One of Linkweller's cronies. I was annoyed, humiliated by the time I left class.
It's all right. Try to remember the emotion without reliving it. What did you do after class?
I had office hours. There's something... I'm feeling very anxious.
Take a deep breath. This is just a memory. It's not real. Try to watch it impersonally.
There's someone at the door.
You don't have to continue.
No, I do. I said... Enter. Yes? What can I do for you?
Who is it?
I only see a figure. A wild figure.
Is it a student?
I think so. Female. It was a female.
All right, very good. Relax. There was a female student standing in your office, and she said...
I'm Dr. Stiles. What do you want?
I read your article. I have this thing, this power.
Oh, and what power might that be? Outbound flight to Mars?
I thought you could help me. You were the only one who would understand.
Yes, well, apparently not. It's been very amusing. You may leave at any time.
David, are you all right?
Oh, my God. I thought it was a prank. Laura. She remembered.
Laura, what are you talking about? What has this student got to do with anything?
I can't explain. Thanks for the help.
But David...
It would take hours to look through all the data. I need to zero in on a specific time. What? What is that? I've never seen anything like that. I wonder if it could have been a power surge. Promising, but it doesn't leave me much data to work with. I'll switch to my older MRI equipment tonight. It should be less sensitive to power spikes. What? What is that? I've never seen anything like that. I wonder if it could have been a power surge. Promising, but it doesn't leave me much data to work with. I'll switch to my older MRI equipment tonight. It should be less sensitive to power spikes. Whatever it is that happened, it happened the same way both nights. That rules out a glitch in the program.
David, can I get you something?
No, I'm fine.
Have you seen Samantha? I need to speak with her.
No. She's probably at Oxford.
Why is she never around when a person bloody well needs her? What are you looking at? I'm paying her salary, aren't I?
I never said a word. I did notice that you've gone out quite a lot today. You mustn't overdo it. See how it upsets you? And with Sam in the house and other things. You mustn't push too hard.
I don't plan to make a habit of it.
Is that the new electro-shockometer? Nice.
Anybody know the whereabouts of Miss Everett?
Little Miss All for One and One for All? She's done a disappearing act.
Sam does seem a little unreliable.
I'm sure she has a good reason. She went to enough trouble to get us here tonight.
Never mind, we'll proceed without her. Close your eyes. Samantha! I found that in my bed this morning. If that rabbit's not careful, he's going to end up as a pair of bunny slippers.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. He must really like you. He's never gotten in bed with anyone but me before. He's not that kind of rabbit.
He's not going to be any kind of a rabbit if he does it again. And you? Where were you last night? I realize that you're not a scientist, Samantha, but there are such principles as test conditions. How on earth can I conduct a valid experiment if I can't even keep something as basic as the test subjects the same every night?
I'm sorry. I thought I could get home on time, but I got delayed and...
I mean, how are the other students to take this seriously when you, my assistant, come and go as you please? Do you think... What is that? What a goose egg. Are you all right? What happened?
I'm fine. I fell down some stairs yesterday. I had to sit for a while. That's, why I was late.
Any double vision? Headache?
No, I'm fine, really.
Well, I think we should go to the hospital right away.
Please, I really don't want to do that. I'm fine. Look, is there anything specific you wanted me to do today?
Actually, there was something. How well do you know Angela and Helena?
Not well. Do you have any reason to suspect them?
Yes. But don't ask me what. I don't have time to explain it. I'd like you to research their backgrounds. How long they've been at Oxford, where they were before, and anything else you can find out. And I'd like you to go over to the weight room and see if anyone saw someone lurking about the place last night.
Okay.
Report back to me later today. And you're not off the hook for last night. Don't do it again.
Helena and Angela? You better stay put, Houdini. I think you're running out of chances with the big guy.
Linkwiller here.
Schnookums, it's me, Shell.
Shelley, I hope you're not cancelling on me tonight. I bought a lovely bottle of champagne.
And it's bridge night for your wife, I know. Actually, I'm calling about class. You know that paper that's due tomorrow? Well, I'm going to be just a few days late. Muffy was sick last night and I was up all hours. It must be this new cat food. You know how sensitive her tummy is.
Shell, you know I can't show favoritism.
Well, if I can't be late, then I'll have to work on the paper tonight. Guess we'll see each other next week then.
Aha! This isn't exactly what I hoped for, but it might come in handy.
Thanks, Schnook. See you tonight.
Enter.
Be tough, Sam.
Yes? What can I do for you?
My name is Sam Everett. I work for Dr. Stiles.
How unfortunate. What do you want with me?
I want you to leave Stiles alone.
Ah, he's about as left alone as any human being can be.
I happen to know that you're still obsessed with him and trying to ruin him with these stunts you're pulling on campus. I'm telling you to lay off. Because if you don't, I'll tell your wife about the affair you're having with Shelley.
What? What are you playing at?
I'm not playing. Try me.
Listen, girl, I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. But you try to blackmail me and I'll have you expelled so fast you'll be on the 10 o'clock train.
Up to you. Your wife will still find out.
If you're talking about the gossip I spread, that was years ago, after the accident. Stiles has dug his own grave, disappearing as he has. You can't put that on me.
Really? Then why is your graduate student involved in Stiles' new experiment? I know exactly what you and Malik are up to.
What?
Malik. In the experiment.
What's this? Young lady, You have 5 seconds to get out of this office before I call campus security.
Hey, Charles. What are you doing studying here?
Avoiding people.
Helena-type people?
Yes.
Your sanctuary is safe with me.
Thanks, Sam.
Hey, Charles.
Yes?
You said you didn't know Dr. Stiles before you joined the experiment.
I didn't.
Then maybe you can explain why you have a copy of his Scientific American article?
Huh? Mum sent me that after I told her about Dr. Stiles. God.
Right. She would. Your mom.
How did you know I have the article anyway? I never mentioned it.
Someone must have told me.
Was it Helena? Has she been spying on me?
It must have been her, yeah. Tell me the truth. Helena isn't interested in you when none of us are around, is she?
Yes, she is.
Well, I think it's all an act.
No, believe me. She really wants to get me. I know, because I break out in a cold sweat whenever she's around. In fact, you're one of the few girls who doesn't make me sweat. Guess that's because you don't see me as an object.
Oh, I do see you as an object, Charles. Just a big, goofy two-boy band for me object.
That works too.
So, what do you think of magic?
You mean like on the telly?
Not exactly. You probably know someone who does magic, right?
My great-uncle. He used to take coins from my ear, but then he'd never give them to me. Isn't that supposed to be part of it? I mean, why pull a coin from a little kid's ear and then pocket it, hmm?
Yeah, bummer. Look, I'm sure there are people right here in Oxford who are good at magic. You must know someone.
What, here?
Never mind. I hear you have a brother. That must be nice.
Me? I'm an only child.
Really? I could have sworn someone said they'd met your younger brother. Kind of a dumpy kid?
No, it's just me and Mum.
Oh, okay. Looks like normal plant stuff to me. Well, I need to know after all.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Eddington?
Yes? Can I help you?
Yes, I'm Miss Pembroke from St. Edmund Hall College at Oxford University. We have a problem concerning the registration of your son, Charles.
What's the matter? Nothing important, I hope. Is he fine?
Nothing important, madam, but we happen to have some confusion about Charles's photograph. Could you describe your son, please?
Oh, yes. My boy's tall, with a lovely angel face and blue eyes, and adorable blonde hair. Is everything okay for the school?
Well, that's strange, because the photograph we have on file shows him kind of shorter and heavier.
Oh, yes. He changed a lot last year. He joined the athletics team and shot up a good 8 inches. You don't know how disconcerting it is to have your son turn into a hunk.
I suppose it's okay then. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Ettington.
That's all right. Goodbye.
Well, so much for my theories. Harvey Kinderman. It's time I got some straight answers from him. Hey, Harvey.
Oh, look who's here. Miss Hit and Run. Where were you last night? Broomstick breakdown?
I had something I had to do.
Yes, Styles like that, I can tell you.
What are you doing?
Oh, just wishing I were dead. This 20-page legal brief is due tomorrow. I'd rather poke out my eyes with Madonna's steel bra, but thankfully I'm almost done. I have just enough life force left to finish.
I need something to do that. Hey, does that say 6 o'clock already?
What drugs are you on? It's the middle of the afternoon.
Sorry. My mind is so focused on tonight and the experiment. Speaking of which...
What are you doing? Could you not mess with my paper?
Typo. There's another one.
Sam, please put that down. You're making me sweat. Oh my God, you didn't just do that.
Fun time's over, Kinderman. You know what I can do. I can give you your paper back, but only if you tell me the truth.
Truth? The truth about what? Have you lost your ever-loving mind?
I saw the notes in your room about your new screenplay. Demented scientist, weird experiments. You set this whole thing up just to get material for a film, didn't you?
What? No, for crying out loud, Sam. Okay, so maybe I did have some ideas in that direction, but it was based on true events, not the other way around.
Don't lie. You're working with someone, aren't you? A magician. That's how you knew I was one, and why you were hanging out near the Black Wand. Someone else is staging the stunts, but you're the inside man.
What are you smoking? Yeah, me and David Blaine were like this. That's me, old espionage Harv. I'm surprised you caught on to me, because I'm such a brilliant freaking spy. Jesus, Everett, you need to get a grip. I've got nothing to do with this, and you'd better have my paper. This had better be a trick. Seriously.
Damn it.
Man, I ought to hate you for that.
Sorry.
Why do you have your panties in such a bunch anyway? Nothing happened last night, right? At the weight room?
I'll see you, Harv.
Nothing happened, right? You know, it doesn't have to be you versus us. We want to like you. I want to like you.
Yeah? Well, making friends is just another one of the luxuries that you can afford, but I can't.
Hello. Give us a minute, will you?
How are you today?
Right as rain. Just wanted to see some ID.
I showed it to you yesterday.
Then it shouldn't be a problem to show it to me again, should it? That's life. It ain't over till it's really absolutely over.
Cheery thought. Here you go.
Miss Helena Bogart. Odd. Let's look you up, shall we?
Did you hear that they caught the person who played that prank in the pool the other night? And the one at the track?
You don't say. Who was it? One of our residents?
No, it was a teacher from Christchurch. Apparently, he's gone a bit bonkers.
What?
Yeah, they caught him running around in his underwear over in the Christchurch fountain, claiming to be Poseidon. I think he teaches Greek history or something.
What's his name? I know a lot of the professors.
Fremantle, Ferdmantle, Dismantle... No, that's not it.
There's a Wintermantle, but I think he teaches at Briars.
That could be it, do you think? Well, I have to run. I absolutely have to tell my friend about this.
What was I looking at? Ah, Wintermantle.
I'd like to get over to the graduate wing today. That might be a way to get there, if I can turn off the alarm. He's working on something. Maybe he's repairing a fuse. I don't think I should touch anything while the electrician's still here. I won't do that while the electrician is watching me, but it looks like this one controls the alarm. Those look a lot like the type of cups magicians use. Which trick should I use? Do you like to gamble? I know a really cool game that uses cups and a ball, just like these.
I'm busy.
It will only take a minute. Better than Vegas.
What's the game?
I'll show you. We need 3 cups. This is position number 1, position 2, position 3.
I know this game.
It's not what you think. You're going to hide the ball. You can put it under any one of the cups. You can even move the cups around. I'll turn my back, but in the end, I'll be able to tell you where the ball is.
How can you do that?
We'll see. The only thing is, you have to tell me what positions you're swapping. For example, you can say 1 and 2, if you are switching 1 and 2.
But I can put the ball anywhere.
Yep. Ready to try it? I'll turn my back.
Right. I hit the ball.
Hide the ball bearing and then swap cups. On the first swap, switch the cups that do not have the ball, silently. After that, you can switch any 2 cups, but you have to tell me which numbers you're swapping.
I swap 1 and 2. I swap 1 and 2. I swap 1 and 3. I swap 2 and 3. I swap 1 and 3. I swap 1 and 3.
Guess I was wrong.
What kind of trick is that?
Never mind. Sorry.
If you remember how it goes, let me know.
Want to see that trick again?
Yeah, all right.
Position 1. Position 2. Position 3.
Turn around.
Hide the ball bearing and then swap cups. On the first swap, switch the cups that do not have the ball, silently. After that, you can switch any 2 cups, but you have to tell me which numbers you're swapping.
I swap 1 and 2. I swap 1 and 2. I swap 1 and 2. I swap 1 and 3. I swap 1 and 2. I swap 2 and 3.
There it is!
How did you do that?
Luck.
Oh, no. No. You have to tell me how to do it. I could earn a fortune down at the pub.
Giving up my secrets? That will cost you.
What do you want?
Close your eyes and count to 100, silently.
Why?
It's part of the ritual.
I feel like a horse's arse. 1, 2...
Silently. There. That should let me into the grad wing without the alarm ringing. Oh, hi, Malik. I was just coming to see you.
Hi, Sam. It's not a good time.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just fired.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you probably don't need the money, right?
Of course I need the money. My parents have 6 other kids to feed and educate. I try to take as little from them as possible. I don't know what I'll do now. I'll have to find another job.
Sorry.
Hell. I hated working for that guy.
So why did you sign up for the experiment with Styles?
I'm a huge fan. Styles is why I came to Oxford. Then he quit teaching before I got a chance to take a single class with him. Why doesn't he teach anymore? From what I've seen, he wasn't physically disabled by the accident. And he's sane enough, I think.
He's reachable. He just needs to be pulled out of himself. And for people to quit screwing with his head.
Look, I have to go. See you later.
Bye. Angela? Oh, hi. Is this Angela Mulholland's room?
It is. I'm her roommate, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Angela's not here. Is there something I can help you with?
That's a gorgeous sweater you got on.
Oh, thank you. It's my favourite, actually. My mother made it.
You're kidding.
No, she's quite good. I can't knit a thing myself.
Me neither. That's amazing. Does Angela have a lot of friends?
Oh, not that I know. I think you're the first one I've ever met.
She doesn't talk about a friend of hers who's really into magic?
No.
Oh. Do all graduate students have roommates?
It depends what you sign up for. I just transferred here. I thought it would be a good way to get to know people.
So, how do you like rooming with Angela?
Fine. Yeah, it's been fine. I'll probably get a room by myself next term. I think it's harder to adjust to living with a stranger when you're more mature.
The view looks nice, but it doesn't give me the beginning of a clue. much pink everywhere. I don't get how Kelly stands this. I can't poke around while Kelly's in the room. I need to get Kelly out of here so I can search this room. I'm missing something to do this trick. That exit heads down to the lobby. Since I'm not supposed to be in the graduate wing, I better not go down that way.
100! 100.
Dang!
So, you gonna tell me how the trick works, or what?
Well, there is one more thing. Hop around on one leg and sing Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Are you? No.
Damn, that would have been amusing. Let me flip the switch on the security door.
What? What for?
I need to see someone in the grad wing. A friend.
I can't do that. It could cost me my job. Ask for something else. Or at least, do it when I'm not here.
You could go downstairs and get me a cup of coffee.
Is that all? Well, I can do that. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Who, me?
Miss Everett, I was hoping you'd stop by today.
Well, it's nice to be wanted.
I was just putting some things away, and I found something you might like.
What is it?
A magic lantern. You put an image inside, and the lantern projects it like a hologram. Let's see if it still works.
Oh, wow!
It comes with the butterfly, but you can put any image inside. A popular item with sales mediums back in the day.
How much?
It's been in this window for years. I'd be a fiend to charge you. It's my gift to you.
Really? That's sweet of you. Thanks. I might be able to use it in my stage act.
You might.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I need to pay for some items. There you go.
Your patronage is appreciated. Good day.
Bye. Hello? Damn. I might as well just turn this thing off. Oh my god. Helena and Mephistopheles? Maybe David was right. It is one of the girls, and they both have me completely fooled. I've been telling them everything. Do you have some paper? I think I'll leave a note for Angela.
Sure.
Sorry, can I borrow a pen? By the way, I love your bedspread too.
Do you?
Ink stuck. Oh, crap. I am so sorry.
My sweater!
Listen, run to the bathroom and wash it really well with cold water and soap. It will come out, I swear.
But...
Hurry, before it sets! I hope that comes out. That must be Angela's father. Interesting looking guy. I think that's the island where Angela grew up. Beautiful. I think that's the island where So Angela's not a natural blonde. Interesting, but hardly a crime. Well, whether or not it's a crime depends on your point of view, I guess. Angela's really into fairies. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Angela's really into... This magazine is old, and well read by the look of it. Obsessed much? This Angela enrolled here in September of 2002. That must be Angela's... I think that's the island... I think... I know Angela seems shy and fits perfectly to the dreamy girly type, but this goes way beyond what I thought. Angela's really into
The cold water worked. The ink's gone. I can't believe it.
That's a relief. I was just, looking at this picture.
Oh, that? That's Angela's dad. He owned a pub on the Isle of Mull, but it burnt down a few years ago. He was killed in that fire.
That's awful. I had no idea.
She doesn't like to talk about it.
Weird. I've met several people with horrible losses like that recently.
Did you write that note?
No. I think I know where Angela is, so I'll just run over there.
Well, if I see her first, I'll tell you to stop by.
Okay. Thanks. See you.
There you are. Now that coffee's cold as the grave by now.
It's the thought that counts. I guess I owe you something.
That really works.
You saw it for yourself.
Can't wait to try it on my mates. Thanks.
You're welcome. Yes, that should be useful. Anyway, I'm sure Helena's got plenty of those. I have to admit, I didn't even expect to find books in her room. More than meets the eye? What's this? A program from 2002 when Helena was in London. Helena was in London in October of 2002. That's close enough to pass by Oxford. I better note that for Styles. I don't have time to search her computer, and I don't think I'd find very interesting stuff anyway. There, a letter from St. Edmund Hall. This welcome letter is dated last month, so Helena really did just start here. I need to get that box open. I'll have to pick the lock. Oh no, Helena! Addicted to drugs. What a waste. With all that privilege, I just don't get people. I suppose if she needed to support her habits, she might conspire with the illusionist. This definitely puts her back under the microscope. Maybe that's why she's conspiring with Mephistopheles, to get drugs or money to buy them. Damn it. Maybe that's why she's conspiring with
Oh, my. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack, young lady.
Sorry.
Who is this?
Dr. Hellborn, this is Samantha Everett, Dr. Styles' new assistant. Sam, this is Dr. Hellborn.
Assistant? Really?
Yeah, and who are you?
Well, I'll leave you two to get acquainted. I've got work to do. If that had been himself, my goose would have been cooked. Should never have let you talk me into it. Honestly.
I ask again, who are you?
I could have sworn Mrs. Dalton answered that. My name is Simon Helborn. I'm an old friend of David's. Sounds like you and I have a few things to talk about, Sam.
You put a piece of paper in your pocket as you came out of the lab. Find something interesting in there?
Nothing I'm at liberty to discuss.
So what's behind the door?
The door?
That door.
David's private lab.
And you were in there because?
I can see why you get on with him. I'm looking out for a friend, Sam. Speaking of which, have you noticed David acting unusual lately?
You mean he has behavior that isn't unusual? Are you David's doctor?
No. I offered, but he doesn't want to be treated.
But there's nothing wrong with him, right? Other than the fact that he must have loved his wife very much.
I'd like to show you something. Come here. Sit down on that stool there.
Why?
A brief demonstration. Very good. Now put your hands under the table on your lap. Watch the tabletop.
You're doing the exact same motions on my hand as you're doing on the tabletop.
Just watch.
Ow!
What did you feel?
Nothing, but I just had the impression you were going to smash my hand.
That's the power of association. Because you saw the counter being tapped and stroked, and you felt the identical sensations on your hand, your brain began to link the counter and your hand. We can become associated with anything, an object, a place, or another person. When you become deeply associated with someone and they die, in a way, your brain is saying, this person is dead. I am this person, so I must be dead too.
And David was that connected with Laura.
David adored Laura. But in his case, the association is compounded by guilt.
Does David feel guilty because he was driving the car the night of the accident?
No. David was thrown from the car. He was perfectly fine. That can be very hard to accept.
Oh, God. He got burnt trying to save Laura?
Do you know that when a fire burns like that, a petrol fire, it's so hot that just getting within 3 feet of it can be like holding your hand in a flame. No sane person can make themselves walk into a fire like that.
But he did, right?
He did everything humanly possible, but to David it will never be enough.
What do you mean by David acting unusual?
For instance, talking to someone who isn't there or seeing things.
David isn't crazy.
No, but he doesn't sleep much, and sleep deprivation can cause hallucinations.
If you're talking about the things happening on campus, they're really happening. I've investigated them myself.
On campus? What things?
What things are you talking about?
I really can't discuss that with you. Confidentiality. So there's nothing you want to tell me?
No, I shouldn't reveal what I've learned as David's assistant.
Very well. Goodbye, Sam.
Sorry, I was going to see you out.
No need. I know the house well. Thank you.
With any luck, Dr. Helborn won't notice that the paper he put in his pocket is missing until he's back at his office. Let's see what it says. Oh my God! David's been seeing Laura in the house. But he's not hallucinating. I saw Laura on the stairs myself. This is worse than I thought. They're doing things in the house too, and making him think it's Laura. That's just sick. I have to find out what's going on. I need to look around Dread Hill House and see if I can find any clues about how these Laura appearances are being done. And by whom? Dr. Stiles?
Yes?
Angela started Oxford in September 2002, but she seems pretty immature for her age. Her room is very pink.
Pink.
She doesn't have many friends, according to her roommate. And her father died in a accident. I get the feeling she's a little backwards. Do you want my opinion?
No.
Okay. I looked into Helena's background. She started Oxford this year, but she could have been around long before that. I found a theater program in her room dated October 2002.
October?
Yeah. Also, I think she may have a drug problem. I found a syringe and bottles in her room.
Could there have been prescription? Maybe a suppressant or...
She's young and healthy. Why would she need a prescription? She's obviously rich and a party girl.
So because she's rich, she must be completely lacking in judgment.
Never mind. Fact. She had a bottle and syringe in her room. I'll leave my opinion out of it.
Good idea.
I don't have anything to ask. Is that mine?
None other. Is there a fire this morning?
Some people don't eat when they're upset.
Upset? About what?
Just stressed about classes.
Well, this might cheer you up. The repair shop dropped off your bike this morning. It's out by the garage and running fine.
Really?
Yes, really. You won't mention this morning's activity to himself, I trust.
What morning's activity?
Thank you.
That was the best. Thank you.
Pleasure, Sam.
Dr. Helborn showed me the list of Laura's appearances, like the time I saw someone at the top of the stairs.
Well, he shouldn't have. It's Dr. Styles' private business and no one else's. I should never have let him into that room.
But David needs our help.
What he needs is peace and quiet and not to be upset. He'd be fine if people would just leave him be.
But that's the point. Someone is doing these things to David. Someone is faking Laura's presence.
Who would do such a thing? And how could they pretend to be his poor dead wife back from the grave?
It's tricky, all right. But obviously not impossible.
No one is doing this. The best thing we can all do is just not acknowledge it. Leave the poor man alone. Don't bring it up, please, Samantha.
I'm not going to talk to him about it. Not yet, anyway. But David is stronger than you give him credit for, you know. There's such a thing as expecting too much of someone, but there's also such a thing as expecting too little. That's not good for him either.
You don't know what it was like after the accident. You weren't here when they brought him home to this house for the first time with Laura gone. You weren't here to listen to him.
He must have been in a lot of pain, with all the burns.
There, you see? You don't know anything about it.
This is where the ghost disappeared. I should look around to see if there's some mechanism hidden around here. Nothing. There's nothing rigged to these chairs. No wires. Nothing. I don't see anything suspicious. Looks like a monk, or Quasimodo post-surgery. Well, if someone's been rigging the house, they've done a good job of cleaning it out again. And it didn't cost me a dime. Wow. I'm not sure anyone has ever done anything that nice for me. Jeez. I'm such a friggin' pushover. I like that statue. It looks like something you'd see at a Halloween supply shop, except it's real. I need to see what's in there. Maybe there's a key around here someplace. The tower is directly opposite David's bedroom window. I better check it out. I need to see what's in there. Someone put a key under that statue. Everything's dusty in here, except the center of the stairs. Someone's been using them lately. That chair is a little suspicious. Doesn't look dusty at all. You can see right into David's bedroom from here. Oh, that makes me so mad! There's something on the glass. It looks like a print, but I can't see it very well. Hello. Hey. I can't believe Dr. Stiles had my bike repaired. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Oh, don't read too much into it. Money is one trouble he doesn't have.
Do you know that key to the tower? I found it under a rock by the door.
The tower?
Yeah, the older tower, out by the garage.
That old thing. That's an old folly. No one's used it in years and years. Not even when Laura was alive.
The key doesn't look that old.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't mess around in there if I was you. Must be filthy as the devil.
Hello. Hey. Is that flour? Mind if I borrow a little?
It tastes better when it's in the pie crust, dear.
Ha! You'll be my friend for life if you're making pie. But I need just a pinch for something else.
Oh, take all you want, love.
It's small. Smaller than mine. It must belong to a female. That doesn't fit Linkweller or Malik. Maybe they're working with someone else. That handprint belongs to the spy. When I figure out who it is, they're going to regret it.
Miss Everett.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Yes, Samantha.
I want to show you something. I took that at the weight room last night.
And you didn't see anyone?
No, it was dark and all I had was a flash powder. That's how I took the picture. Obviously, it didn't get a very wide area. I was knocked out by one of the weights. When I came to, he was gone.
He? Interesting assumption.
I can't rule out a female magician. I guess I say he because I really don't like this person very much. I was only out a few minutes. By the time I came to, all the weights in the room had been stacked into a pyramid in the middle of the floor. And the wires, or whatever else he used, were gone. He avoided setting off the traps at both doors. He must have been expecting to be watched last night. This guy is a master illusionist. Maybe one of the best in the world. You must know this person. Who's capable of this kind of work?
Who's capable? I'm really enjoying this one. Yes, indeed. There are only two possibilities, you know.
What are they?
Oh, surely that's obvious.
Well, if you can't tell me who it is, can you at least suggest what I can do to find out on my own? What would you do if you were me?
Your faith in me is touching, Miss Everett. Now, let me think. Why not move the time and location of one of the experiments? Don't tell anyone. Keep that between yourself and Dr. Stiles. Don't even tell the subjects until the last possible moment. Do you see?
Of course! The perpetrator is familiar with the experiment plan and has taken a lot of time working out these stunts. If we change it at the last minute, there's no way he can keep up. Thanks! That's a great idea! Do you have a minute?
What is it?
I've thought of a way to prove whether or not the incidents on campus are being rigged.
Oh?
If we change the time of the experiment, say move it up to 3 p.m., and change the place where it's supposed to occur, then it would be impossible for anyone to rig something up in time.
Good idea.
Really?
It shouldn't matter to the experiment, so why not? But we'll have to think of a new location and exercise, and you'll need to notify the students about the time change.
No problem. Hey, Eddie, what's the haps?
Nothing much. Sam, right?
Yeah, Sam.
Oh, what's up with you?
You gonna be around here later?
Till 8. Why?
Think you could keep an eye out for me? See if anything happens here today?
Oh. You don't think that thing's coming back, do you? I was reading about what happened at the pool. Oh, this is some freaky bullshit.
I know. I don't think it'll come back here. But can I just call you later? See if there's any news?
Yeah, I guess. Here's my number.
Thanks, Eddie. I owe you.
Bloody hell. I get the crap scared out of me today and someone's gonna owe me. Damn. I ain't paid enough for this.
Do you think I could have a discus? I'll pay you for it.
Well, that's all right then.
Thanks. Hey, Eddie. Thanks, man. You're pretty cool.
Yeah. Anytime. See you around.
See ya. It looks like a full-body medical scanner. Must have cost a fortune. Do you have a minute?
What is it?
For tonight's experiment, what about using this? It's a discus. And we could use Horsepath Track as a location. No one would expect us to go back there.
It's very tactile. Should make for a good visualization. All right, Sam.
Great.
Miss Everett, lovely to see you.
Thanks.
Yes, Samantha.
Listen, I talked to Dr. Stiles about changing the time and location tonight as you suggested, but he didn't go for it. He's really adamant about sticking to the experiment plan as written.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, just wanted to let you know. It was a good suggestion, though.
Yes, very glad I made it.
Samantha, I was looking for you earlier. You must have some new gossip on our fellow lambs by now.
Well, I was calling to confirm that the experiment is still like planned for tonight.
You didn't investigate further? Then again, I haven't heard of any incident related to last night's session. So maybe everything's okay?
We'll discuss that later. Gotta go! Hi!
Hi, Sam.
Hey. What's going on?
Dr. Stiles changed the time for tonight's session. It's been moved up to 3 this afternoon. Can you all make it?
I'm free.
Oh, I have a class, but I can miss it.
Charles?
In for a penny, in for a pound, my mum always says. Yeah, I can be there. I'm going to meet Harvey later. Want me to tell him?
Yeah, thanks.
What about Helena?
Oh, I already talked to her. It's cool. See you soon, guys.
Bye, Sam.
See you.
Yeah, bye.
It's for me. Weird. Who knows I'm here? There's no address on this invitation or on the matchbook I have from the club. I need to figure out where I'm going tonight, assuming I can go. It's a painting of 3 young women. So this is where Lewis Carroll got the idea of the long, long neck he put on Alice. Righteous! I don't see anything unusual about the neck, though. Besides the fact that it's, long. Certificate of Appreciation. The whole staff of the movie Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, would like to thank the Christchurch College for letting this magnificent room be portrayed as the now famous Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. There's something on the hat, but it's really small. It's a Daedalus Club logo. This must be a reproduction of the original fire dog. How elaborate! So this fire dog is a club device. But what do I do with it? Got it. There's only a piece of gold inside, so the clue to the next location must be in the riddle. I just need one more piece of gold. I wonder if Alice could be one of them. The oldest girl has a book in her lap. Okay. The oldest girl has a book in her lap. That's where you'd expect an artist's signature. But it doesn't look like a signature. A Daedalus Club logo. This whole painting is a device. Amazing. These guys spare no expense. That book. It looks odd. I could see if there's something going on with that book, but it will require some delicate work. There's something underneath the book. Another piece of gold. I love this riddle. That's it. Now, if I can just solve this rebus, I should be able to finish the game. There's a meadow beyond the walls. Maybe I should check it out. The riddle says, find the rabbit if you knack. If you can? I have a feeling whatever I'm looking for is in this tall grass somewhere. There's something. Well, I've come this far. A little dirt isn't going to kill me. It's a white rabbit! The riddle says I'm supposed to enter the name of the mage. What's the name of the mage? I got it! My Sea Railer Swoll coin. There are different London landmarks on this one. I won this coin by nailing Sea Railer Swoll. It has 2 landmarks on it, British Museum and Buckingham Palace. These London landmarks may have something to do with the club's location. I should compare them to the map. Yeah, I think those famous locations on the coin should help me. Okay, now I know that the Daedalus Club is in that area, but it's still a huge zone to search. There's just gotta be some way for me to narrow it down. I don't think that would lead me anywhere. Let's try something else. That's it! I'm sure that's where the Daedalus Club is.
I suppose it's just not possible to have all of you in the same room at the same time. Where's Helena?
Oh, she had a conflict. Due to the time change and everything.
It would have been nice to have known that several hours ago, wouldn't it?
I heard a wonderful poem in class today, and I thought you all might like to hear it. Shall I strew on thee rose or rue or laurel, brother, on this that was the veil of thee? Or quiet sea flower moulded by the sea, or simplest growth of meadow, sweet or sorrel, such as the summer sleepy dryads weave? waked up by snow-soft, sudden rains at eve. Sam, you know the rest of it. You must, being in the lit department. Charles Swinburne is a favourite at St Edmunds.
Of course I know Swinburne. A bit flowery for my taste.
If you know it, then finish it for us. You do know it.
For thee, O now a silent soul, my brother, take at my hands this garland, and farewell. Thin is the leaf, and chill the wintry smell. Content thee, howsoe'er, whose days are gone. There lies not any troublous thing before, nor sight nor sound to war against thee more. For whom all winds are quiet as the sun, all waters as the shore.
I bet my mum would like it.
Now that we've been regaled with Swinburne, let's get started. Shall we? Pass that around. This is what we'll be visualizing today.
Bye. Good night. Eddie, it's Sam. Did anything happen at the track this afternoon? Nothing at all. All right. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Game, set, match, Mephistopheles. So sorry.
Yes? Slow down, Harvey. Exactly what happened? And this was at the dining hall at St Edmund Hall? All right. I'll take care of it. Samantha? Samantha!
Sam's not here. She told me she was going to London, wouldn't be back till late. What is it?
Oh, for the love of... Why is that creature never around when it would be bloody useful?
David, what's wrong?
I'm going to have to go to Oxford. Damn it.
Are you sure you should...
Call the driver. Tell him to hurry.
Professor Styles, what a very great pleasure to see you, sir.
It's nice to see you, Charles. You're looking well.
Oh, thank you, sir. I was very sorry to hear about your accident.
Yes, well, I was going to take a look at the cafeteria.
As you like, sir.
I want to see exactly what's happened in the dining hall before I talk to anyone. My God, it looks like a bomb went off in here. That's Detective Inspector Pazer. Look at this place. What the bloody hell happened here? These incidents are becoming very serious indeed. Could Laura's energy really be behind this? The local tennis team won this back in the day. I was at the ceremony. It's a shame to see historic artwork destroyed. That heavy wooden table has been rendered in two. Imagine the power needed to do something like that. Look at this place. Inspector.
Dr. Stiles. I was surprised when you called the other day, kind of out of the blue. How are you doing?
I'm surviving. What happened here?
That's the $64 million question. What appears to have happened is that some kind of missiles bombarded the room. Witnesses say they were travelling fast, that dishes just blew apart on impact. But no one saw what these things were, and we found nothing in the wreckage. Damn strange.
Was anyone hurt?
No one was killed, thank God, but half a dozen were taken to hospital. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what the hell I'm going to put in my report.
What time did it happen?
Why'd you ask?
Just curious. The missiles, could they have been rubber bullets or something like that? Something fired into the room?
They were big, heavy objects. Look at the holes in the walls. One of our forensics guys thought it might have been hailstones that proceeded to melt. But there's no water lying around. The place is as dry as a bone.
Good Lord. Look at that damage. And that hole is oddly shaped. What could have done that? I was afraid of that. The discus matches the hole exactly. What is going on? I can hardly believe it, but the holes in the wall match the discus perfectly. Angela, are you all right?
Oh, David, it's horrible. So horrible.
Yes, it is. You must be terribly upset. Do you know someone who was hurt?
No, but it was our fault.
Angela, calm down. We don't know the cause of any of this.
But it was our fault. It was Sam. She's the one who got us all into this. It's her fault.
If it's anyone's responsibility, it's mine. I should have stopped the experiments when it was clear something was... God, I don't know what's happening.
But you don't understand about Sam. She's lied to all of us. She's not even a student here.
What? What? I have a student, Samantha Everett. I think she's in residence here. Can you check?
I don't recognise the name. No, sir, we don't have any Everetts at St. Edmund Hall.
Can you tell me what college she's in?
I'll check the university database.
She might be listed as Sam Everett.
The only Everetts in the database are a Marjorie and a John, from St. Dominic and Wales, respectively.
Oh, my God.
Is there something I can do for you, sir?
No, thank you very much. What's your mistress up to, then? Overgrown rodent. Laura would have loved him. Nothing important here. Let's try somewhere else. Overgrown rodent. Laura would have loved him. It's obviously altered. It's obvious. Her parents, no doubt. Good to know she had some. I'm not going to search the bed. Probably nothing in it anyway. Predictably morbid. What's this? Department of Foster Care Administration, Washington, D.C. I better take a look at this. Foster Care, Virginia. Maybe they can tell me something about this stranger I've let into my house. Foster Care, Virginia.
This is the Department of Foster Care Services. How may I help you?
I'm looking for information on a girl that went through the foster care system. She's about 23 now.
And who are you?
My name is Dr. David Stiles. I'm with Oxford University. I'm doing a background check. The girl's name is Samantha Everett.
Okay, hang on. I have her case file. I can read what the last psychiatric examination says. The death of Samantha's parents in a car accident happened at a critical age. Sam, then 7 years old, refused to accept the situation. When given the news, she went into the garage to wait for her parents to return. She was so implacable that the police sent to remove her actually broke one of her fingers getting her up. Her grades in school are above average, actually, but then you probably have those records. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, there is. Don't you ever give out information like that on the phone to a perfect stranger. What's the matter with you? That's incredibly confidential medical information.
But you said...
I could have been anybody, you bloody idiot. Damn it.
Hello. Everything all right?
Fine, thanks. Tell me about the night Sam arrived.
What is it?
Just tell me what you remember.
It was storming that night. Driving rain. She was soaked and looked like death warmed over. Real vision she was. I took her upstairs to get her out of those wet clothes and... well, the next thing I knew, she was on the bed. Sound asleep. Not a lot to tell, really.
What did she say when you opened the door?
Oh, that she was the new assistant, of course. David, what is it?
If I puzzle it out, you'll be the first to know.
I hope it's nothing serious. I do like the girl.
Yes, well, the Trojans were tickled pink with the horse, too. There. The activity is in the back half of the brain, the area associated with dreaming. She fell asleep. I'm not sure what part of the brain that is. It's too low to be the visual cortex and too far right to be the hypothalamus. I'm not sure. There. I'm not sure what part of the brain that is. It's too low to be the visual cortex and too far right to be the hypothalamus. There's been a presence in the house. I-M-P-O-S. Impossible? Is she trying to say it's impossible to come through? This diagram to the brain scan image from the experiment. I'll need to take it over there. I'll take it with me. It's a scanner. There. I'm not sure what part of the brain that is. It's too low to be the visual cortex. Angela has activity in her massa intermedia just before the flare. That's odd. I'm not sure I remember what that area does, or if it does anything. Samantha isn't answering her cell phone. Does anyone know where Samantha is?
No.
We've been looking for her.
Tell them, Dr. Stiles. What happened at the cafeteria cannot have anything to do with us.
I don't know. Listen, do any of you know anything at all about Samantha?
I already told you, Dr. Stiles. She's not a student.
Angela's been saying that. But it can't be true, can it? What kind of a person would make up something like that?
A sneaky one. Come to think of it, she's too devious to be in anything but the law program. And if she were in it, I'd know.
Do any of you have any background on Sam? Know where she came from? Did any of you know her before the experiment?
No, but we did not know each other either. That doesn't mean we're not students here. She stole my ID. I'll kill the wench.
Oh, but don't you see? Sam could be dangerous. If she could lie about this, who knows what else she might be capable of?
There is that magic of hers. I don't think it's right to use tricks on people when they don't even know you're a magician.
What's this? Sam a magician? You mean a stage magician? With cards and rabbits?
Yeah, she's good too. She hangs out at the Black Wand, the magic shop on St. Aldate's.
All right. Listen, don't talk to anyone about the experiment. Not until I've got back in touch. I've got to go. Yes?
This is Rose Hall from the Virginia Department of Foster Care. Is this Dr. David Stiles?
Yes, but I've already spoken to someone there.
That was my assistant, and you left her in tears. You called about Samantha Everett? Listen, I've been Sam's caseworker for 10 years. Despite what the asshole psychiatrist wrote, Sam is not a bad kid. She lived with 5 families in as many years, so yeah, she's a little messed up. But she's smart and exceptionally gifted. I tried to talk her into college, but Sam had other ideas. I've gotten postcards from her from all over the world. It takes a lot of guts to strike out on your own like that. Is Sam in some kind of trouble?
I'm afraid she is.
Will you tell me about it?
Not until I have all the facts. But I appreciate the phone call. I do have one more question. Is Sam a magician?
Is she? Quite an amazing one. I fully expect to see her name in lights someday. Or at least her stage name, Lady Byron.
I see. You've been very helpful. Thank you, Miss Hall. I'll be in touch.
They're closed. Lady Byron, command performance tonight, Daedalus Club, London. Well, now I know where to find Miss Everett. Unlucky for her.
Directory inquiry. How may I be of assistance?
I need an address for the Daedalus Club, London.
I'm terribly sorry, but that number is ex-directory.
Thank you.
London clubs can be so ridiculously secretive. I need someone who could pull a private address. And I think I know who to ask.
Detective.
Yes.
I need some information. Do you know of a place called the Daedalus Club in London?
What for?
I need the address. It's rather critical.
Why don't you call bloody directory inquiries?
I tried bloody directory inquiries. They don't have it. I thought the police might have heard of it.
Hang on. Not like I'm accomplishing a frigging thing here anyway. You're right. It's ex-directory. Some kind of club. Here's the address.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
Just tell me if you hear anything, right?
Of course. Poor fellow has been beheaded. It's a cafe. That can't be the private club I'm looking for.
There's a gentleman I've never seen before at the door.
I came to see the show.
Do you have an invitation? A token, perhaps?
I have one That's generally considered token enough for entertainment.
Ah, but this is a private club, sir. I'm afraid you need more than that.
I'm here to see Lady Byron perform. She's a friend of mine.
Ah, yes, I do see it now. How silly of me. Please, by all means, come in. Dr. Stiles.
Nice evening.
Yes.
Supposed to be a good show tonight. Or an interesting one, at any rate.
Lady Byron?
The club's abuzz. Word is, she's got a game going on up at Oxford. Quite a good one, too.
Game? What kind of game?
A grand game. It would have to be good for the club to give someone like her membership. Street performer, you know. American. But from what I've heard, it might be at that.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our first act this evening, something fresh, something new in London town. This young magician has never before graced our stage, so prepare to be amazed, prepare to be enthralled and delighted by Lady Byron.
Dr. Stiles.
You're very good. But unfortunately, the game you orchestrated will not work out as planned.
What? Look, maybe I should have told you about my magic, but what's happening to you is not my game. I mean, how did you...
Find out? Not relevant. I know, and it's over.
I can see how this looks, but I know who's pulling the game on you. I proved it today. If you just...
Really? And you're a student at St. Edmund's, and an English Lit major. I have to admit, you were brilliant. Even hunting down my mother's necklace, just to make sure you got taken on. The funny thing is, you went to all that trouble, and there really is something going on at Dreadhill. And you with your ridiculous pranks at the track and pool.
Ridiculous? Do you even know what would be involved? Those illusions were way beyond me.
Stop lying, Sam. I called that foster care office, you know, found out something real about you at any rate. I could almost feel sorry for you, if you hadn't tried to ruin my life. As for today, you're lucky no one was killed in that cafeteria. Did it not occur to you that someone could get hurt? Or were you too blinded by your big debut?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
All of your potential, and you throw it away to get into a damn magic club.
I know you won't believe anything I say, but all I ever wanted to do was help you.
Help me? Why would you? I want you cleared out of Dreadhill by morning. If you're gone, I might not turn you into the police. I never want to see your face again.
I have to admit, however classy this may be, it's pretty damn bizarre. The club could come across as a cult or something from the outside. Daedalus. He was Icarus's father, an architect of the maze where Minos locked the Minotaur. No wonder the club took him as their inspiration. Lots of old game machines in here. Very Daedalus Club. wish I had time to try them. They look beautiful. Famous magicians, I guess. Although I never heard of them. Famous... Someone mentioned an event that happened in Oxford today. You wouldn't happen to know about it, would you?
Our guests have been talking about it all night, but I've been too busy to get the particulars. Care to fill me in?
Me? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I see.
Do you know Mephistopheles? I'm looking for him.
Last time he was in here was before the show.
Oh, thanks. Have you heard anything about what happened in Oxford today?
Did we? Yes, I think we did.
Was that the UFO sighting?
No, that was in Scotland.
They evacuated a school, didn't they? Terrorist threat?
That was in London.
Well then, I don't know.
Okay, thanks. Do you know Mephistopheles? Have you seen him?
The magician. He's performed here. Amazing fellow.
Did you see him tonight?
No, it was some woman in a mask. Quite good.
Right, thank you.
Lady fair with raven hair. Getting some air between shows.
I don't have another show tonight.
Oh, but you do.
What does that mean?
I'm merely a pawn.
Did something happen at Oxford today?
Did something happen at Oxford today? So coy, so waifishly naive. The committee doesn't like blood, you know.
It wasn't me.
Well, it certainly wasn't me.
Do you know Mephistopheles?
Does the flower know rain? Does the horizon know the setting sun?
I'll take that as a yes. Do you know where I can find him?
The club is two, like the faces of Janus. Here is one for the public eye. There is another only for the wise. Which are you?
You mean there's a private part of the club?
Give the lady a cigar.
I really need to see Mephistopheles. Could you get him?
No. Could you?
How? You said he was in a private part of the club.
Privilege can be borrowed for a night or two, if you pass the test.
Oh, God. Another game? But I need to speak with Mephistopheles now.
Take it or leave it.
Okay. Where do I find the game to get into the private section of the club?
Where does everyone go? Below, below. To be tested by the tide. Don't let it hurt your pride, if you fail.
Yeah, thanks so much. Oh no, I don't understand. Why did it happen in the dining hall? How did they find out about the discus? Do you want to go below? Sounds like a plan. I did it! Hey! What the hell? Ugh. Jeez, look at this place. Some sort of piano. Or a harpsichord, maybe. Très romantique. The game of life? It's another Daedalus Club game. I suppose I'm going to have to solve it to get around this basement. Great. It looks like I have to win keys from 3 queens. To see what is hidden in plain sight, use the light. What light? The lights are already on down here. Some famous magician's props. Impressive collection. Their hands are positioned oddly, like they should be holding something. Wow. Cherchez la femme. I spent a little time in Paris. I think it means look for the woman. Gross! Those look like shrunken heads. Appetizing. They each look like they should be holding something. There's gotta be a trick here, but I don't see any buttons or anything. Ooh, look at those bunnies. They're almost as cute as Houdini. It's a statue. Looks kind of like Atlas or something. Some kind of hunting deity. I think it's Artemis. These machines are antiques. They're supposed to reveal the truth for a price. Nothing could harm me, huh? The fact that they have to tell me that is kind of worrying, though. The table is inscribed, "Don't push me." Sounds suspiciously like a challenge. Given the size of this stone, it has to be a fake. Or does it? Oh God! I'm starting to talk like Mephistopheles. They seem to be pointing at something, but I don't see what. Don't believe everything you read. A double-headed rabbit? What the heck is that? Whoa, awesome! Talk about elaborate special effects. Left, then right. Alternating wins the game. Choose the exit that shows your prize furthest away. Always go left. Always go right. 4 contradictory instructions. They sound like directions for something. Cool stage prop. A sorcerer's spell book. I'd say it's from the 50s. 4 magicians, 4 props in their hands. It's gotta be a clue. But to what? I've never been a fan of the horror side of magic, but I must say, this prop is crazy scary. Adds some flavor to the room for sure. A huge animal skull. Probably a deer or a moose by the look of it. A skull-shaped pendulum. I feel like I'm in an Edgar Allan Poe movie. Another Zoltan. Another Zoltan. An Iron Maiden. Charming piece of furniture. It looks like it's open. Ask the 6 of diamonds about quitting. Could that be a door? An exit? I hate guns. I'm not running around with one unless I know I definitely need it. The sign says there's an alarm, but I'd really like to get in there. Here we go. No alarm. That I can hear. Each of the magicians holds a book. Which one is the real clue? Each of the magicians holds a book. Wow, that harpsichord looks tiny in this light. Nice effect. Guess I'm not going out that way. Uh-oh. Hey! What the hell? This Atlas statue looks strong. I wonder if I can move it. I pushed the statue somewhere else. I wonder where it is now. I hope Atlas can do the trick. It worked! Fantastic! The Atlas statue held up the ceiling. Really tough guy. Here, there's the purple key. I got the purple key. Whoa. This is awesome. All these little islands look about the same distance apart. There must be a catch somehow. There's a green key on that center island. How do I get there? Hey, I'm back upstairs again. Can you give me any tips on this basement thing?
Seek enlightenment down there.
Enlightenment? Light? But it's already light down there.
Not all light is created equal.
Any more tips on the basement game?
You have everything you need.
I did it! Not again! Look at this place. They're holding weapons. Surely I won't need a weapon to finish this riddle, will I? Knowing the Daedalus Club, I wouldn't be surprised. There must be a way for me to get that key. Yuck! These planks are covered in disgusting moss and filthy water, but I don't see another way to reach the pedestal. There are rings in both ends of the planks. They must be there for a reason. I can't get the plank to stay put. Looks like it rotates around something and turns each time I touch it. I can't walk on these planks until I find a way to stabilize them. There. These should hold the plank steady. Those handcuffs are perfect for linking the planks together. Coincidence? Not. There's a green key over there. One green key. Thank you very much. Neat trick. Kind of simple once you see it. I may need these handcuffs. No need to leave those in here. Uh-oh, this is going to be interesting. Yes, the orange key.
Is anyone there?
This is Helena. What is she doing here?
Hey! I can't get out of here! Help! Damn it! Let me out!
Hello? Are you lost? I can get to you if you follow my directions. stay still. I'll come to you.
Sam, thank God you found me. I've been lost in here for hours.
Helena, what are you doing here?
Just get us out of here, will you? I never thought I'd be tired of mirrors. But if I don't get out of this place soon, I'll scream.
All right, chill. Follow me.
What is wrong with these people? I could have died in there.
Somehow I doubt it.
Well, that's no way to treat a paying customer.
So it's not all fun and games dealing with the Daedalus Club, is it? Well, boo-hoo.
What are you talking about?
Look, I know that you and Mephistopheles are in on the game together. I saw you coming out of the Black Wand.
The Black Wand? I only went there looking for you. Harvey said you hung out there. Which is, by the way, the same reason that brought me here. David was at St. Edmund Hall earlier. I came to warn you that he knows you're not a student. And do I get a thank you, Helena? No. I get accusations. What game am I supposed to be in on now?
You really don't know Mephistopheles?
If he's the bearded creep at the magic shop, then no, not really.
So everyone knows I don't go to Oxford? The entire Lambs Club?
Yes, darling. Everyone.
Then why would you bother to come here to warn me? After all, I lied to you, right?
Because we're your friends, Sam. For God's sake. Haven't you ever had a real friend? Jesus, you haven't, have you? You're such a freak.
It's not that. It's David. He thinks I lied about everything. I only told him I was a student to get that job. And now he thinks I'm behind all of the stuff that's been happening on campus.
That is unfortunate.
Hey, at least I know it's not you now. You reminded me that Harvey hangs around the Black Wand. He must be the one working with Mephistopheles.
Samantha, you should let the police handle it. Let it go.
No! I have to find who's behind this. If I can't prove it's someone else, David will never forgive me.
Damn. So can I help?
No, I just have to find Mephistopheles. He has to confess. I think there's an entrance to the private part of the club down here. I'll find it.
Have it your own way, Sam. I've done all I can. Be careful.
I want to talk to Mephistopheles, but I need some way to coerce him into telling the truth. He's slipperier than an eel. These people must all be Daedalus Club members. I don't trust any of them. I think I'll try opening this case, see what happens. No paratroopers. Guess I'm safe for the moment. A gun. Since there are several people I'd like to shoot about now, that would come in handy. I'm just going to borrow this gun. I might need it.
Samantha, your performance was marvelous tonight.
Thank you.
Please join me and tell me what you think of the club.
Listen carefully. See this gun? I want the truth from you. And I want it now, or I will fire.
A gun? Whatever for?
I want a signed confession that you're behind the game in Oxford, and I'm not leaving without it.
Are you insane? I recommended you to this club. I got you your performance tonight. Do you have no sense of decorum whatsoever?
Don't change the subject. You can't buy me off just by getting me a gig. David thinks I'm the one pulling the game in Oxford. I won't let him go through life hating me and thinking I betrayed him. I won't.
I see. It's a good thing you're doing this for love. It's the one thing that could possibly excuse your behavior, young lady.
I'm not in love with David Stiles. No one understands.
I understand.
The confession? Don't think you can change my mind.
Hush, let me think. The problem with being a game master is that you tend to think everyone else is playing too. I was sure you were behind the events at Oxford.
I'm not.
If it isn't you, then that leaves just one possibility.
Oh, come on. You are totally yanking my chain.
I suppose I will have to show you. Very well. Come with me. Magicians in general don't believe anyone else might be capable of the real thing.
Are you saying the Enigma could really create flowers? That's crazy.
Are you sure?
But what does this have to do with the game at Oxford?
The person you're looking for is not an illusionist. As long as you're looking for one, you won't see the real culprit.
Oh my god. I know who did it!
Laura. Oh, God. Laura. Get out!
David, it's Angela. I am Laura. I'm Laura.
Are you all right?
It just got my coat.
Angela's gone.
Where would she have gone? Do you know?
David, Angela's not right in the head. She's obsessed with you. And there's this whole weird thing about her father. All the incidents at the school were related to this picture of her dad that I saw in her room. He died when his restaurant burned down.
Burnt down?
Yeah. Poor Angela. It must have really screwed her up. But what I don't get is how she does this stuff. Like the weight room. There were things flying around and... your face.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty bad.
I want to find find Angela. Now. Where would she have gone?
I think I know. I'll tell you everything on the way there.
Angela!
Leave me alone. Go away.
Maybe you should let me talk to her.
Just stay back, Sam. I've got to deal with this.
I told you to leave me alone.
It's okay, Angela. We just want to talk to you.
Speak for yourself. I know who you are, Angela. I know.
I don't know what you mean. Why are you bothering me? Why are you here?
How does she do that?
Sam, you should leave now. This is too dangerous.
I'm not going. I can't get near her while she's like this. Somehow we need to get her to turn off. Threatening her is probably a really bad idea. I could use a lantern to distract Angela, but I need to put something inside that she'll go for. Ready. David, now!
She's right over the old chestnut tree. Good work, Sam. That should keep her from starting any fires, at least for a while.
Go away!
Let's go!
I need to do this myself.
Okay, please be careful.
Angela, stop. We have to forgive each other and ourselves. I want to help you control this thing so it doesn't cause any more pain. I should have listened to you that day in my office. What you did was wrong, but I don't believe you meant to hurt Laura.
You can't control fairies. They do what they like. I used to love fairies. But they hurt my daddy. They were very bad.
Angela, come here. Come sit down. That's a good girl.
You're not my dad. You're not Jesse Mulholland.
Angela!
Oh, there he is. Do you see him? He's right there.
Angela, listen to me. What happened to your father was not your fault. He loved you. He would have wanted you to get help.
Fairies can fly.
I'm glad we went to the memorial. It was so sad. Hardly anyone was there.
I can't stop thinking about her. Why would anyone kill themselves?
After the cafeteria incident, she acted so strange, as if she felt responsible.
That's crazy.
Did you say you saw something on her brain scan, Dr. Stiles? What was it?
It was in the massa intermedia. It's a small region present in some, but not all, brains. We don't know what it does. Even when it is present, no neural activity is ever seen there. But it was lit up in Angela's scans, right before the events that took place on campus.
So what? She was some kind of alien or something? She really did cause those events on campus? With a mind?
She wasn't an alien, merely a very unusual human being. As for the events on campus, I don't have proof of anything. Nothing unusual came up in the autopsy. And neither do any of you have proof of anything. So I remind you that discretion is the better part of valor.
Man, wild.
So, what do you do next, Dr. Stiles?
Research. Lots of research.
So you're staying here with Dr. Tall, Dark, and Deadly?
I'd be an idiot to walk away from a house like this. Great food and 100 pounds a week.
The lady doth protest too much.
Samantha, come and get this damn rabbit.
Of battles raw that shake his trust.